Hello, students. Welcome back to our English session. Today, let us continue with our lesson Major Dhyan Chand. But before we proceed ahead, let us recall what we had studied in the last lecture. In the last lecture, we saw that a hockey match was arranged between Germany and India. The German team had good and efficient players. The Indian team was also equivalent to them. The match started and the Indian team was able to score 3 goals against Germany. Dhyan Chand, the captain of the Indian team, played very well. He was an honest player and even ran barefoot to win the match. There was really a tough competition between the two teams. So today, let us see which team wins the match ultimately. Children, please keep your textbooks open. Let us begin with the paragraph on page number 17. The German strategy means plan, had proved fruitless. Fruitless means it was of no use. A defeat stared them in the face. Some of the frustrated German players, frustrated means angry, then resorted means they adopted to a rough game. The German goalkeeper pounced on Dhyan Chand. Pounced means he jumped on Dhyan Chand and hurt him. But Dhyan Chand was a true soldier. After a little first aid, that means after applying some medicine, he immediately returned to the field and held the spectators. Spectators means the audience that had gathered to see the match, spellbound with his game. That means he played so well that all the audience became very attentive while watching the match. At last, he scored the last goal of the match just as the game drew to a close. The Indian team had won third time in a row. It was a hat trick. Indians were the third time winners of the Olympic gold medal. So children, here we can see that although the German team was playing with a proper planning and with lot of tricks, it was of no use. They were actually defeated by the Indians. When the German team realized that the Indian team is defeating them, they became very angry and decided to play the game through some unfair means. Let us see how they played the game. The German goalkeeper jumped on Dhyan Chand and hurt him, but Dhyan Chand was a true soldier. After applying a little medicine, he was well and started playing again with a lot of zeal. At last, he scored the last goal, which enabled the Indian team to win the match. It was a pride moment for the Indians as it was the third time for them to be the winners of the Olympic gold medal. Now, moving ahead to the next paragraph. Although Hitler left the stadium before the match was over, he was impressed by Dhyan Chand's game. Impressed means he really admired Dhyan Chand's game. It is said that the German dictator had offered Dhyan Chand a higher salary and rank. Rank means position in the German army if he agreed to play on behalf of Germany. But Dhyan Chand turned down the offer. After the celebrated victory in the Olympics, Hitler awarded a special gold medal to Dhyan Chand. So now here we can see that Hitler, ruler of Germany, had already left the stadium, but he was impressed by Dhyan Chand's game. He offered Dhyan Chand a good salary as well as a good rank in the German army, but only if he would agree to play on behalf of Germany. But Dhyan Chand refused his offer. For his victory, Hitler also awarded him a gold medal. Now let us proceed to the next paragraph. You may be aware that hockey is a national sport. Major Dhyan Chand's birthday, August 29, is celebrated as National Sports Day in India. The famous National Stadium in Delhi is named after the great hero Dhyan Chand. Who knows, perhaps one of you may carry the legacy. Legacy means something that is done in the past of Dhyan Chand further and win great glory for our country. Glory means great honor. So children, as you all know that hockey is a national sport and Major Dhyan Chand was born on 29th August. So we celebrate this day as the National Sports Day in India. The Stadium of Delhi is also named after the great hero Dhyan Chand. Now, proceeding to the next page. Let us see the first paragraph. The lifeless hockey stick used to come alive in the hands of Dhyan Chand when he dribbled. Dribble means to move the ball with a foot or a stick. The ball just wouldn't leave his stick. Some people even stole his stick and broke them open to see whether they contained a special glue or magnet. Dhyan Chand was even made to play with other ordinary sticks, but even then his play was as charismatic as ever. So, here in this paragraph, we come to know that Dhyan Chand was a very devoted and a sincere player. The lifeless hockey stick would also be alive in Dhyan Chand's hands. Some people also tried to steal his stick. They not only stole the stick but also broke it to check whether it had a magnet. But since Dhyan Chand was a true player, he could play well even with an ordinary stick. Meaning of charismatic means attractive. Now proceeding to the next paragraph. Dhyan Chand's real name was Dhyan Singh. So children, in this paragraph we come to know something more about Dhyan Chand. He was a soldier in the Indian Army. He couldn't practice his game during the day because he used to be busy on his duty as a soldier. That is why he used to practice at night in moonlight. It is believed that his coach fondly began to call him Dhyan Chand. Chand means moon. The name stayed with him. So children, actually Dhyan Chand was a soldier in the Indian Army and he had no time to practice during the day. So he used to practice at night. Since he was practicing in the moonlight, his coach also called him Dhyan Chand because Chand means moon. And today, children, we can see that the name stayed with him forever. So, students, I hope you all have enjoyed this lesson. Now, I will give you some spellings. You have to write these spellings 5 times in your notebook and also revise them well. The spellings are strategy, technique, aggressive, resistance, Olympic, succeeded, waterlogged, dribbling, immediately, and the last word is impressed. Now children, let us proceed to lesson number 8. Name of the lesson is peer profile. This is an activity based lesson. So you can attempt on your own. You have to just fill in your personal information. So you children, you can do this for your homework. Now I'll just explain you the meaning of peer and profile. Peer is a person of the same age as you are. For example, now children, you all are studying in standard 5th. So who will be your peer? Your classmate, that is your friend of the same age will be your peer. And profile means a short description of someone. So in this lesson, you can see children, if you open textbook page number 19, your personal information is asked in this lesson. Okay, that means you have to write your name, with what name your friends call you, what things do you enjoy, which things you get afraid of, which are some of your good habits, which are some of your bad habits. So you have to attempt all these questions on your own. So do this page as your homework part. Okay, that's all, and there are no question answers on lesson number 8. So children, in our next lecture, we shall study the poem The Try, Anti Wanty Gon Go Love. Thank you.